The Volkswagen Virtus recently got a 5-star GNCAP rating. That's a global NCAP rating of 5 stars for occupant safety as well as children. No doubt, it's a massive accomplishment for the brand, and it is testament to the fact that Volkswagen does have safety built into their DNA. It wouldn't be too far to say that safety starts with VW. The car at our disposal is the Virtus. It is a beautiful sedan that we've grown to love. In fact, we had it on a stunning drive through Rajasthan in December of 2022, and it really won us over with its performance, fun-to-drive attitude, ground clearance, and sheer level of comfort. Of course, we knew it was a rather safe machine too. After all, it is a VW, and with safety being one of their biggest brand pillars, we decided to revisit the Virtus and get behind the wheel and evaluate it from a safety perspective and break it down to see what makes a Volkswagen Virtus so safe. To do so, we looked at various driving conditions that we have across the country and broke it down to 4 major scenarios. And of course, there is the element of passenger safety, which we thought we need to look at independently as well. So here's to our safety field test and the breakdown on what makes this stunning sedan a 5-star rated product when it comes to safety. Our highway networks are growing by the day. And as this network expands, we're getting some fantastic roads across the country to drive on. With a car like the Virtus, you're tempted to really push hard and go for, those 3-digit speeds. But remember to always drive safe, keep it safe, stay within the speed limits, and follow all the road rules. Being out on the highway can be fun, but you also need a lot of safety on your side too. Coming to the point on what makes the Virtus safe out on the highway, which essentially means driving at higher speeds, the first thing that crops up in our mind is the fact that with great speed, you need even greater stopping power. The Virtus sports disc brakes up front and drum brakes at the rear, and it has the best stopping distance amongst this class of cars. Add to that, you get ABS as standard, which prevents the wheels from locking up under hard braking, and to complement that, you also have electronic stability control that detects critical situations and prevents the vehicle from skidding and you losing control. It works in the wet too. The auto disc wipe keeps the brakes in top condition and ready for hard work at any given moment. In the event of an unfortunate accident, the Virtus is equipped with 6 airbags that includes the side and curtain airbags as well, which deploy to keep the occupant safe. Last but not the least, the Virtus is built on the MQB A0iN framework, which has safety hardwired into it and is a robust shell that has the finest metal in all the right places to soak in the impact of an accident while keeping the cabin shell secure. The next scenario that I thought that was rather relevant was driving in the hills. Of course, tackling a nice ghat requires its own set of skills, but when you have a vehicle like the Virtus, you know that it's doing its bit to make that drive even safer. Active safety features like electronic stability control, traction control, electronic brake force distribution, auto hill hold, and more ensure you're always in control behind the wheel. And while they apply to all the driving conditions, we felt that they make an even larger difference while driving in the hills. Electronic stabilization control detects critical situations at an early stage and takes action to stop skidding and help bring your car safely back under control. Traction control reduces the engine output if wheel spin occurs and adapts the output to suit road surface conditions. TCS helps the car start moving, accelerate, and climb gradients in unfavorable road conditions. With electronic brake force distribution, it comes into play when you're looking at the way a car behaves on the road. So every car's center of gravity shifts forward when you brake. This creates a reduction in grip, which can cause the rear wheels to lock. EBD ensures maximum braking performance on all wheels and prevents the rear end from swerving out because of over-braking at the rear wheels. Auto hill hold is kind of self-explanatory, but what you get is, this is where the brakes prevent the car from rolling back when you start on an incline. They release after a few seconds, but that is more than enough time to allow you to easily get moving forward before you roll back. The third scenario on our list is the city drive cycle. Sounds a little boring, but even with bumper-to-bumper traffic and all the frustration that's there out on the road, you do need safety systems as well. Our pro tip, obviously, as a driver, is to stay calm and relaxed, maybe listen to your favorite tracks, and remember that a car like the Virtus has got you covered when it comes to safety out on the road. As for the safety features that you need in the hustle bustle of city life, well, the Virtus has you covered on that front. First and foremost, it is the fact that you get LED tail lamps that shine bright to all those behind you and help keep those who wish to get too close more aware and maintain a better gap. The LED DRLs play their part in warning pedestrians and making them aware of your presence on the road, and the headlights do a fine job of lighting up the roads at night. The Virtus also sports a body shell that is designed to enhance pedestrian safety in the event of an unfortunate accident. Last but not the least, and probably the most used feature that helps with safety in the Virtus around town, is the park distance control and rear view camera. They give you a better understanding of what is behind you and allow you to make the right judgment call while backing up out of a tight spot. Bad roads are common to our driving scenario in the country currently. I mean, it doesn't take too much of an effort to find a bad road to be on. Having said that, you can't really drive very fast on bad roads, but they do pose another safety threat, and that has to do with the tires and getting a flat. The Virtus comes with a tire pressure warning system, and you will instantly know if you are losing pressure in any of the wheels. This allows you to safely pull over and come to a halt and address the issue should you have a flat. With modern tubeless tires on the Virtus, you are protected from blowout, and for everything else, there is the TPMS. Adding to your safety by preventing any unwanted damage to the underbody, the Virtus offers amazing ground clearance that can get you through some pretty rough roads without bottoming out. While this isn't a direct safety feature, it does play a role in enhancing your safety while out on bad roads. When it comes to the passengers on board, both adult and kids, ensuring their safety in the event of an unfortunate accident is extremely important. For Volkswagen, it's even more so, which is why, to get that global 5-star rating, they've ensured that all the occupants on board are extremely safe. Coming to the safety features that are directed at the occupants, the Virtus comes with 6 airbags as mentioned earlier. You also get seat belts for all the passengers, 3 headrests at the rear to help prevent whiplash in the event of someone rear-ending you, and to keep those little ones safe, the Virtus also gets ISOFIX child seat anchorages. With all that on board, you know you're not only cocooned in comfort, but in a rather safe environment too. While we have looked at the Virtus from various driving scenarios, the bottom line is that all these safety measures are with you at all times and are at work all the time to ensure that you and your family are safe. From the strong platform with its crumple zones to the active and passive systems on board, you know that Volkswagen has really done their bit to offer you a machine that is not just fun to drive and robust in terms of build quality, but is a star performer when it comes to safety too.